Hi everyone, I am doing this video from my desk. I've been getting a lot of calls since last Friday about the programs that are coming out and what's available from the $2 trillion for small businesses and the portion that's been allocated to a few of the loan programs. So what I wanted to do was do a quick video just to make sure that those of you that are clients and friends, that you're aware of how you fit into this. As I've been telling everyone who's called or anyone that's called, you want to be mindful of which sector you fit into, which part is best for you. For everyone, the scenario is very different. For those of you that are employees, there's some subsidies with the federal government where filing for unemployment and getting the supplement for the pandemic benefit that they're issuing out that can give you an additional up to an additional $600 a week could be where your benefit lies. But definitely for all of you that have small businesses, you're trying to figure out where do you fit and how can you get the help. So let's go ahead and we're going to go to the SBA site. For those of you that were waiting for the Paycheck Protection Loan Program, those are distributed directly through your local bank. So you want to go to the bank where you have relationship. If you bank at Bank of America, you've already seen theirs. If you're at Chase, you've already seen theirs. Wells Fargo, as of right now, had been a little behind, but I'm sure that theirs will come out as well. There are some smaller banks that have already put together packages, whether it's Citibank or even Union Bank. Everyone has their way of how they're translating in the information and how they are qualifying you to apply for those monies through this SBA 7A loan program that is going to be this Paycheck Protection Loan Program. So that is what you want to look for if you are a good fit for that. When you go to the SBA site and you click on additional resources, they're going to spell out the different loan options and different things that you have accessible to you. I'm not going to go through that. Please call your accountant, call your CPA, call the different people that are in your life that actually navigate the taxes, the implication, the payroll, those types of things. But I want to talk to just the small businesses, the independent contractors, the sole proprietors, the people who are like, you know what, I just need some reprieve. I just need a bridge. And I don't necessarily have all the paperwork for the payroll in terms of the 940s, the 941s, all the proof that they're looking for in some of these other programs through the bank. So what I want you to do is I want you to, when you get to the SBA, you could click for more information on the funding options. And today we're going to just talk about this $10,000, they're calling it EIDL. It's the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Emergency Advance. Now, just to let you know, this page has been changing every single day. It had said that this advance was going to be available about 3 days after applying. They took that language down. Originally, this application required that you upload your tax returns and that they required a 4506 a week ago. As I said, we've been doing this for our clients. We've been supporting them through this for over a week. And so this has changed drastically throughout the week. And this version is the easiest one that there is. So I want to take you through it. What we're going to do is we're going to click here for the disaster loan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the description so that you can go straight to the loan. And so we're going to go through it. I'm going to put in just some information just so that you can at least follow along. And I want you to apply for this. You can get up to $10,000 in advance. It is not going to need to be repaid. I want to actually, let me go back so you could read that language. So right here it says, in response to the coronavirus pandemic, small business owners in all U.S. states, Washington, D.C. and territories are eligible to apply for an economic injury disaster loan advance of up to $10,000. This advance will provide economic relief to businesses that are currently currently experiencing a temporary loss of revenue. If that is you, if you are not getting the monies that you normally would get because you are quarantined, because people aren't coming out because of social distancing, then you want to apply for this. Funds will be made available following a successful application. This loan advance will not have to be repaid. Now, it is a loan advance because remember, there are other products that are loans that will require that you do take out a loan, and then you would have to refinance this or pay this off if you get those other products. But if this is all you get and it is a loan advance and then it converts, like they said, won't have to be repaid, and it is a grant, well, then you're good and you're done. So let's go ahead and get you in the queue for this money. This program is going to expire September 30th, but I assure you before then, this program will have run its course in terms of the allocation that they have, as many small businesses are lining up to receive this. So it's a streamlined application. It's very easy, and I just want you to follow along with me. Most of you are going to fit into one of three categories. You're either going to be an applicant is a business with not more than 500 employees. That means you are a corporation, an LLC. You're some form of a business, a formal structure. Or number two, you are an individual who operates under a sole proprietorship with or without employees, or as an independent contractor. Or some of you are our nonprofit clients, and you would click this one. Applicant is a private nonprofit organization that is a non-governmental agency or entity that currently has an effective ruling letter from the IRS granting tax exemption underneath sections 501c, D, or E, right? So for all you 501c3s, for all of you faith-based organizations, all of you would be clicking this box. But for this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and choose the first one. Applicant is a business with not more than 500 employees. Then this section below here, you want to be able to check all the boxes. I'm going to go through it just so that you can know what you're checking. You're not involved in illegal activity. 50% or greater, someone who owns 50% or greater is not delinquent on child support. You want to make sure you click that box. You're not in an agricultural enterprise. You're not a farmer or doing any type of agriculture or cooperative or nursery. You do not present live performances of prurient sexual nature. No strip clubs. The next one. Applicant does not derive more than 1/3 of gross annual revenue from legal gambling activities. Applicant is not in the business of lobbying, and you cannot be a state, local, or municipal government entity and cannot be a member of Congress. As long as you can check all those boxes, hit continue. Legal name. Now, the legal name is going to be the name of your business if you are a corporation. So I'm going to put XYZ Inc. Now, if you are a sole proprietor, the legal name is your name. It is your first name and last name. You are the legal name in your business, and the trade name would be your DBA. That would be your trade name. So if you are a sole proprietor and you have a DBA, your name goes in the business legal name and your DBA goes in the trade name. Now, if you have a corporation and you don't have a trade name that's an alternate name, I would just say to copy and paste, because in the world of your business, your trade name is your legal name. So just repeat it. This next section here is asking for your EIN if you are a entity, or your social if you are a sole proprietor, right? So we're just going to put in the numbers to fill that space. And then this is where you select what type of structure you are. Are you an LLC, a sole proprietor, a corporation, an S corporation, a partnership? Whatever type of structure you are, you want to select here. Now, if you're a nonprofit, check other, because the next question is going to ask if you're a nonprofit organization, and you would put yes. But for this purpose, we're going to put a C Corp, not a nonprofit, not a franchise. And then here we go, asking you for your gross revenue for the 12 months prior to the date of the of the disaster, January 31st, 2020. So this is where you want to look at your income over the last 12 months, going back from January 31st, and you want to average it out, and then even consider what you've done in January, add that to the number so that you can have a 12-month view of what your income is. So let's just say your income is that, and cost of goods sold. So cost of goods sold is if you are in the business of selling a widget, a tangible product, you have inventory, and there is a cost of goods to what you are selling. But if you are a service business, then there is no cost of goods sold, and you would just put 0. And the rest of this information you would absolutely skip because it wouldn't be applicable to you. But if your business is rental properties and you have loss of rents due to the disaster, put that number there. If you're a nonprofit, then you want to put the nonprofit cost of operations. You want to put that there. If you have an operating expense and you are a faith-based entity and you provide secular social services, then you want to be able to put that number there. List the secular social services provided by faith-based entities. So for those of you that are ministries or churches, but you have after-school programs, you have tutoring programs, you have food programs, you have things that you're doing in the community, list them out here so that they can know exactly what those monies are that you would need to be covered, that you are losing because you're not able to do that work. And then if you're getting compensation from other sources that you're receiving as a result of the disaster, and then describe what those resources are. Okay, so now we want to go into what is your primary business address. So if you have a business address, you want to be able to put it there, and then put the information, put your county, right? And then go ahead and put your zip code and lock that in. You want to put your business phone number, right? And then you don't need to put an alternate business or a fax. You want to put your business email, right? And then the date that your business established. So if for those of you that have a formal entity, you could go to the date that you were organized, the date that you were incorporated, or even the date, if you have a sole proprietor, the date that you filed your DBA, the date that this business was established. And so you want to go back to what that was. So for some of you, let's go ahead and pick a date. And then the current ownership. So if you are a new owner of a business, you want to put that date. Or if you're the one that started the business, then put the same date again. Now you want to go ahead and check this next box. It's asking for business activity. You don't have to type anything in unique. You want to click the box and it gives you some choices. So you want to just pick the best description for you. So look at all of the different selections, and once you select it, let's say you do educational services, you run seminars or workshops. Well, when you do educational services, schools come up, but the last one says seminars. Maybe that's the best fit. Or maybe you provide let's see here. We've done a few. Maybe you do entertainment and it has a list of what these different types of entertainments are. And let's say you do event planning, you would check that, and then that would be it. And then your number of employees. So you would just put that number. And if it's just you, then just put 1. And we're going to go ahead and click next. The first question up here asks, is it owned by another entity? For most of you, the answer will be no. Don't forget to check that box. Now it says owner agent. So this is you. You want to be able to put the information for, you want to be able to put the information, your first name, last name, and then let's go ahead and put a mobile phone number, and then it has choices here for the type of officer, so the type of, or title or owner. So if you're a sole proprietorship, you're just going to put owner. If you're in a corporate corporation, you're just going to put your title. If you're filling this out on behalf of, you're the accountant or you're the manager, then just put your title as the agent representing the company. For the sake of this one, we're just going to put CEO, and we're going to put 100% owner. Now, if there's multiple owners, you can add multiple owners, and they will be additional agents that you would just complete the same information for, right? But if it's just you 100%, then we want to just put you. Okay. We're going to put email, and then now it's asking for a social. Now remember, this product is not collateralized. They're asking for the social to verify you as an agent, to verify you as a person. So you want to make sure that all that information is clear and complete and consistent. Now they want you to put your birth date. So go ahead and do that, and then place of birth. So we will just pick California. Citizen, yes, or even if it's a citizen, no. Whatever your information is, make sure it's consistent with who you are when you're completing this. Now let's go ahead and put the residential, right? And then we're going to put city, state, and then zip. And then we're just going to go ahead and check that, look, and remove the second. We're done. So we're going to go ahead and click here, additional information. In the past year, have you been convicted of a crime, criminal offense? No. Suspended or debarred from contracting with the federal government? No. Presently subject to an indictment? No. Scroll down. This is if you paid someone or somebody helped you. You can put that information. You can check that they can speak with them, but you can absolutely do it yourself. I would like to be considered for an advance up to $10,000. That's what you want to make sure you check. Then the kicker is to put your bank and your account number and your routing number. So you want to do that, right? And you're going to go ahead and put an account number, and you're going to put a routing number. Confirm that those are correct. And then you want to certify under penalty and perjury. You're going to click next. You're going to verify all your information. Take a look, make sure it looks right. You want to click that you're not a robot, and then when you hit submit, you will produce an applicant ID number, and that number is your number to keep for your records, so that when this turns out, when they actually send these out, you have a reference number just in case there's any questions, just in case you need to follow up. They said it would be a few days. Another area said a few weeks, but whenever it is, you want to be in queue to receive this monies, because again, it is going to be a grant and it will not have to be repaid. And so why not be in line for an opportunity and a resource to help you bridge during this situation for those of you that are experiencing economic hardship due to not being able to go out and work your business. So we hope this helps. We've gotten a lot of calls. We've helped a lot of clients, but we just wanted to make sure that we got this out to you.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out our other great videos.